What's going on, everybody? Wisconsin Farmers back here with another video. We just loaded into American Farming 2 and we are gonna check it out. So we have 3 slots. The only map I think is Indiana. So let's go on Indiana. So this just released like a half hour ago maybe for Android. We're gonna go on the beef farm. So I know I'm a little late, but can't do much about it with Android. We're just gonna go in with this character. So as we can see, there's like a little garage here, some sheds. Looks like this is the like breeding pen down here. And then this is the steer pen. We start off with a Massey Ferguson, a Discbine, a rake, 1206, a baler, a trucking cattle trailer, and then the Farm All H over there. Then it looks like this is a bale barn, which I think this is where you like drop the bales off, and then this is where you get them from, or maybe you drop them off here. I'm not for sure. Looks like there's quite a few driveways around here. Looks like there's a pretty good sized, I think that might be a dairy farm or a big steer farm there. So I think I'm just gonna drive around a little bit. I'll unhook the trailer here. Oh yeah, we also have a bin set up here. But if we go for a drive, this looks like the like county road, main highway. Oh, and we even got a little pond back there. Let's see here. So first looks, I mean, it looks a little better. I mean, kind of looks like the first one. I don't really like the camera view though. It feels like you're like it just doesn't sit right, but whatever. Oh, there we're hitting the end of the map. But I don't know, the trees and stuff look a lot more realistic. The one thing I do gotta say though is let's look at the packs. Um, I mean, they're like $7. Like I feel like if they did one pack where like everything was like $20 and you bought everything that ever comes to the game, or $30 and everything that ever comes to the game you get, that would be a pretty good deal. Because I mean, right here we got 14, 19, 24, 29. So basically $40 for every pack right now. But I mean, that's kind of a lot, because I mean, I don't think the other game there was even, maybe with all the packs and buying the game it was maybe like 35 or something. Like it's definitely a lot more expensive for this game. Um but I mean, like the hay, that these are the 2 fields of hay you start with. I mean, they're pretty good sized, but like it looks a little more realistic if we get out here and look at it. So I mean, the grass on the roads and stuff looks pretty good. Grain bins. I did notice though that the livestock trailer, or the cow trailer, that does look pretty shiny. So I mean, that looked a lot better than the last one. But yeah, this must be a dairy farm, I think, because it's got the commodity shed. Or yeah, I think this is or steer. It might actually be steers. So there's 2 hoop sheds here. I think this is dairy because it's got calf huts at it. I guess we'll just drive in here and see what we see. Yeah, this looks like dairy. So this must be the big dairy farm. Guess we'll just check the map real quick. Let's see, where are we at? Right here. Number 8. Yeah, the large dairy farm. So this is a dairy farm. So it looks like you start on Clark Farms, and then so there's a large grain farm, there's a large beef farm, there's a small dairy farm. Actually, I want to check out the small dairy farm because I had a dairy farm on the last on American Farming 1, and I didn't really like it because it was just you had to be big. Let's see, where's the small dairy farm? 10. Okay. So let's go check that out. I'm sure that you guys have already seen the other videos from people who have iPhones and stuff, but I figured I better make one since I haven't made one in a while. Um, so yeah. Oh, here's RCC. They got some augers outside, some extra detail, fuel barrels, stuff like that. Then this is the dealership. Looks like this is the town. Got the dairy plant. Got just a random shed, like just some extra stuff in town. It's like an abandoned co-op maybe, or just the backside of it. Let's make sure we're going the right way. We need to get up over here. Yeah, so it's been about a year since I last posted. I was gonna make more videos, but I don't know. I don't know how often I'm gonna post. This might be the last one for a while, but I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens. But so this looks like we're rolling up on the small dairy farm here. As we can see, it looks like there's 3 bins, a dryer off to the side, a shop, some calf huts. This looks like where the actually I don't even, are we at the right farm? Yeah, it says we're at the small dairy farm. This must be where the cows go, I think. It doesn't really look like a dairy barn, but I guess. Got some bales back here, the manure pit. Got a Quonset. Then there's like bale storage and stuff in here. Then this must be where the heifers go, I think. I don't know, that doesn't really look like a dairy farm to me, but okay. So I guess what else is there to go check out? There's like co-ops and stuff. Bunch of beef farms. I mean, it looks a little more realistic than the last one, but still just it's kind of like the last one. Everything is basically a pack just to get some equipment, which I think is kind of dumb, but it's basically like every other game now. You just have to buy it might be free, but you have to buy everything just to make it seem good. So this is the other co-op. Or that's one of the co-ops, and then the other one is right here across the railroad tracks. There's a helicopter pad at it. This co-op must take up 2 parts of the road. Oh, one must be fertilizer and one must be grain. So then got a little town through here. Some houses. Yeah, just a little town there. So then this looks like a grain farm, I think. Yeah, this is definitely a grain farm because it's got the big grain setup and stuff. So big shop and stuff. Coming in here. House, garage, the big shop. Oh, there's bale storage here, I think. Yeah, bale storage. I don't know what this means. Like, I know it's to put something in and out, but I'm not for sure what exactly, like, why it's like that right in front of there. Um, and then over here, it looks like a beef farm, I think. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, this is definitely, no, this might be the big dairy. No, I think this is a beef because it's got the semi loadout. Yeah, this is definitely a beef because it looks like it's got the, it looks like it's set up for beef. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, 6. Yep, we're at the large beef farm. Yep, got a little Quonset, or like a little hoop building. Um, got a couple different lots, it looks like, back here that you can put cattle in. I mean, it definitely looks like these farms are a little more laid out than in American Farming 1, but I wouldn't say it's much better. Like, they basically just fixed graphics was about all they did, and added some equipment. Like, it's not like a whole new game. It's basically they just put new textures in. But I get for like the multiplayer, it's gonna take more to do with the multiplayer, but it still isn't like as bad as they were talking. Um, oh yeah, there's also turkeys in this game, but I don't know. That seems like something that's just they threw it in just because. But I don't know. Um, I guess we'll go check out the large hog farm. Guess we'll just go straight through the fields and stuff. But so I was thinking about going back on American Farming 1, but I don't know for sure yet or not if I'm actually going to continue doing much with YouTube right now, or if I'm just going to kind of hold off a little bit. But I figured I better make this video for sure, but because I feel like I kind of left the series on American Farming 1 at like a just random location, like it doesn't make any sense where we left off. So I think I should go back on there and finish that series off. Um but so this was the small dairy farm. Yeah, this is another small dairy farm. Oh, that's the one that we were already at. Never mind. Um I guess we'll just keep going straight. Go to the pig farm. This looks like the pig farm over here. Let's see here. Oh, there's a fence all the way around it. Maybe we can get around the backside. So it looks like there's a good sized machine shed. Um, some little. That must be how you feed them out of these bins. Like, you just gotta bring your wagon over with the corn or whatever and dump it in. That's where you load them over right there. Um, got a pretty big bin setup, it looks like. Manure pits in the back. This is where the actual, like, the feeder hogs go. That's like your like sows and stuff. Um, yeah, I got a good sized grain setup here. Got a couple extra augers laying around. Looks like the start of a leg maybe. Good sized shop, a house. Oh, for some reason there's random rocks here. Um, let's see here. What else is there? Let's go to the small hog farm. That must be like the starter hog farm. So like I said, this is like kind of my first actual look at it. Um, I kind of like the fact that it's free, but at the same point, I figured that there was going to be some other stuff that they were going to try and get to make money off of. Because, like, when we go into the dealership menu, like, basically most of the bigger tractors are DLC stuff. Like, all the trucks, like, you can only get this as your other truck option is the Ford. Um, but like all these truck options, you have to get the DLC for. Combines, I mean, they give you some pretty good sized combines. Um, but like other than that, you kind of have to have the DLC to run them. Actually, Forge doesn't have anything in it for like any of that. Planners, you basically have to run the small planner. Um, you can't, or like an air seeder, like you can't run. Yeah, it's basically just seeders in this one planner. Otherwise, you have to have a DLC for it. Um, like your grain carts and stuff is all free in this game. Most of the fertilizer stuff is DLC. Like you can only have one side dress bar. It looks like you can't even put anhydrous on without a DLC. That's pretty stupid. Fertilizer wagon. You can have the one nurse trailer. Like there's not much that you can do for any of the other like anything. Tillage. I mean, at least the Eclo till you can run now without a. Oh wait, actually, I think this one wasn't a DLC even in the first American Farming. Um, Still have the DMI, but like the Landall is still a DLC. Most of these discs, oh the land. I feel like this one wasn't a DLC either, but like the two big cultivators are a DLC. Manure, it's basically the same thing as last time. Um, I didn't really look too hard in any of this. Oh, this is the turkey trailer. That's interesting. Um, I feel like these though you had to have a DLC for. I feel like they should bring a bigger like actual feed like mixer because like this is tiny and I don't want to go around the farm with this big thing with a semi. Like I don't know. That's just my thought. The hay stuff is all free for now or right now. Um, Trailers, those are all free. Off road, you can't buy a single four wheeler without a DLC, and then all your attachments are free. But I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I feel like I would rather pay like $5 for the game, but every pack be like I don't know $2 instead of $7 and the game's free. But I don't know. I guess that's just my thoughts. I think I got lost. So this looks like a pasture, but it looks like it's just decoration. That'd be cool though if you could buy it. I don't know if you can. Where are we at on the map? I have no idea where I'm even at now. Oh, I'm down here. Yeah, you can't even buy that. You can buy the field right there, but you can't buy the pasture. Um, where was I even trying to go? Oh, I think to the small hog farm. I took a wrong turn or got distracted. I don't remember. But yeah, there's there's more detail in this one, but this all could have been brought to the first American farming. Um, except for I think like Grant said though in his video yesterday that they would have basically had to make a whole new game for to add multiplayer. But I don't know. I think then they should have just made a whole new game but in the same one and still charged for it because I mean, I don't know. Most of this is the exact same as the last one. So I think this is your starting hog farm. I don't know. I haven't started on the hog farm. I didn't really look too closely at what everything looked like. Um, let's see here. Then I think we've already. Oh, I guess we can swing up to the turkey farm real quick. But other than that, I think we have pretty much covered just about everything. Then I think I've skipped a couple farms, but like I said, like there's already so many other YouTubers that have put stuff out on this. Mine's basically just water in mud, like just adding water to mud. It's not worth anything. Just makes it worse, but whatever. I mean, so I'm finally glad though that there's a new game, but I don't know. It's not really. I'd rather have the first one just be added on to, but whatever. Um so then this is the turkey farm. It definitely I don't know. There's some pretty good sized buildings in here though for the stuff, but yeah, I think that's about it for this. Um, I don't really know what else to show because I mean everybody else has kind of already gotten videos out. His iPhone had this yesterday. Android found a bug or something with it. But yeah. So we're down here. I guess we'll just go back up to the starting farm. I think we go this way. Did I take a wrong turn? No, I didn't. But I mean, like, look at the trees and stuff. Like, it looks a little better, but like, I don't know. The dirt in the fields is still just. I get they're not bought, so like nobody owns them, but it still ain't. Like, I get it's a mobile game, but I don't know. For the amount of detail that they said they added, I don't like this truck. It doesn't look like any different. The equipment doesn't look much different, except for like I don't know. I just think that there was some stuff that should have been added onto this that wasn't, and I get it's not a fully done game, but I feel like they had a lot to add to the first game that they should have added, but they didn't. So I don't know. So I guess we'll just head back to the farm here. I wonder if there's a train that actually goes through here. I'm gonna go with no, but I'm not for sure. Um, I guess we'll just pull the truck down around back. Um, I wonder if you can run a rake with the Farmall. We're gonna figure that out real quick. Is the Farmall still useless, or can you run a rake with it? Um, I feel like the Farmall looks like a pretty dark red. Like it doesn't look. It looks almost like a maroon more than like a red. I don't know if that's how the Farmalls were. I didn't. I don't really know Farmall that good. I was really hoping that they were gonna add green paint to this game, but I guess that didn't happen. So I guess, but like, see what I mean? Like that trailer looks so much more shiny than in the last one. The last one just looked dull. Let's see if we can do anything with this. Like we should be able to run a rake, but I don't know. Maybe this game just doesn't. Let's see. Nope. Like I feel like this rake, it takes hydraulics. Like it doesn't take that much. Like you put the hydraulics on and you should just be able to go. Like it doesn't take a gazillion horsepower, but so basically this is still useless. But you can't afford anything else to move bales with until you get to until you actually farm for a while because like look at this. If we go to tractors and we have the Farmall M, 3 grand, but then you have to go to the 75A just to get any horsepower, and this just rides enough to run the rake, so you can't run anything else with it. But like I don't think you can't put a loader on the Massey, you can't put a loader on the Fendt, which is obvious. You can't put one on the Case. Like the next tractor that you can put a loader on is the Puma. Can't put one on the Boxcar, like, or you have to go to the Versatile, but like you don't like this is the one they have to buy next, but it's $65,000. Like that's kind of a lot to make, and you can't really make that too quick. But you kind of have to keep this one because if there's you have to put the bales in storage over here, and you have to pull them out. You kind of need something with a loader to do that. So you kind of need the loader tractor now. They kind of like made it so you have to keep the loader tractor, but I don't know. I feel like though like the manure spreader that looks about the same. Like all this looks still about the same. Like I don't think that they really changed too much except for the map. But I think they could have added all this to AF1 instead of changing into a whole new game. But that's just my thoughts. I mean, yeah, they changed some stuff, but like look at the DLCs again. Like that's outrageous pricing for that. Like I feel like there should just be one big pack at the end that you can unlock every pack. But I don't know. The money is still the same. Overall though, I mean the map. If we had this map in American Farming 1, that would be pretty good. I guess I haven't even went through all this. Um, all this looks about the same. I mean, maybe a little different. Just a little different setup. Um, yeah. This is like all your stuff. This looks a little different, but not really. It's not a big change. This is your settings. I mean, it still pretty much all looks the same. They just changed it to green. But I think that's going to be it for now, I guess. If we go back on American Farming 1 and finish out the series and then come to this game or something, then we'll do that. If not, maybe we'll just end the other series where it's at and just call it good. So I guess that's it for today, and maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we won't. I guess. Adios. Have a good rest of your day. That's it.